Hey guys, Bolt here. So, we're here for the reaction of Walten Files 5. I'm sorry about the glare. Gonna have to deal with it. This will sadly be gonna take a little bit long to upload, so you're possibly not gonna be seeing this until 6, 8 o'clock at night. I'm gonna try not to make it that late, but I also gotta upload. The time that normally takes a short amount of time I need to get Bioshock done because Bolt has had nothing, so it makes no sense to let that suffer. So, and then for parts that I know, because I am also running low on time here, I really should have been in bed half an hour ago. I'm gonna try to do double speed for some of this stuff, um, and then of course I'm gonna have to stop at certain things. But, anyways, normal warning. There is blood, profanity, very bad behaviors that no one should condone. And basically just if you are not the age of 18 or, were given the permission by your parent, do not watch this. A link will be in the description below on the VOD, because this is a VOD. We are streaming this. The link will be in the actual description below. So I'm hoping this one ain't gonna be too bad. And then I'm also gonna need to do captions because there's a lot of quiet stuff in these videos. So let's go.
So will it be with the resurrection of the dead? The body that is sown is perishable.
And right off the rip, I need to slow it down because it has lore.
It is raised imperishable. It is sown in dishonor. It is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness. It is raised in power. And it is sown a natural body. It is raised a spiritual body. If there is a natural body, there is also a spiritual body. Corinthians 15:42 to 40.
So Ed and Molly, this is their funeral. Let's see. So Molly was 8, 9-ish. Oh, they're a twin. Well, no. No. I seen. I don't know why I was looking at the death year as their thing. Oh, no. Their Ed would be 12, 11, 12. So this is the few times we get to see more realistic versions of them because they really like to do the cartoony shot style for a lot of these once they started getting used to the style of things.
Edward and Molly Walten, though they lived a short time on this land, they lived as children filled with pure energy and joy. They brought love to those close to them. Please, do not cry for this loss. They are with the Lord now. Ed and his sister Molly may be gone from this earthly plane, but their presence in this community will remain and leave a mark that shall last for decades. Let this be their legacy. Ashes to ashes. Dust to dust. In the name of...
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Bon. Or like they're just blurring faces.
Dust to dust. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
I'm going to tell you a story.
Oh. This is, I think, Lil Bon's neighborhood. They used this house for Little Bon in the second one.
Once upon a time, there was a little sheep lady. This sheep had 3 cute little children of her own. She loved them with her entire heart. She would never do anything to hurt them. One day, the sheep left the kids in the care of the wolf, unaware that he was an irresponsible person. Next thing she knew, 2 of her precious.
Ooh, Ed was only like 2 weeks from having his birthday too. That sucks. I do like this idea that it looks like we're gonna be focusing on Rose this time around. Because really, aside from like some dialogue pieces of like the creation of the characters, we have not really seen her character or really her or Jack. So if we get a lot of Jack, it'd be nice too. Um, I think I'm hoping that they do because I think there's you they I'm trying to remember the creator's name. He basically said that originally when this was ready they would also have 6 like sooner than later, so we should have 6 by the end of this year, or very soon, because it sounded like it was like within a month is what they wanted to do, so I'm hoping we're going to see 6 very soon. But aside from that, season 2 is supposed to be more like this, because I think this was supposed to be like the redo of a lot of the classics from 1 and 2. Um, and then I think we're supposed to get 3 in season 2, like the redo of that with the bunny farm. Or I think they didn't care for bunny farm, so they'll probably like do little bits from it to like cut a lot of it. Because we're seeing a lot of what happened in Bunny Farm in 4 to 6. Um, and I think they said it would be more of like the aftermath timeline with like Ashley. So we'll probably get to actually see Ashley's death. We'll see Brian's death. Um, and then we'll get to actually see Sophie actually be a part of the story, because we're gonna probably see her younger self here, but like the Sophie we met in 3, her and Jenny, I think it is Jenny Letterman. I think that's her girlfriend. Um, I'm really, I'm really hoping we get to see more of like, because we're going to be in the future where most of the Walten are passed away, I'm hoping we get to see more moments like what they were showing with like Molly and Ed, with like little moments of like fun. I'd really like to see their normal life without the horror. That's the thing that I think I, as a fan, I'd really like to see. Because we get to see little doodles every now and again. Like, I think Brian hit on Rosemary, and I really loved that idea because it like showed Rose thinking of him in the first one when he got attacked by Bond. But
Little angels were taken away from her by the big, bad wolf. How do you deal with something so heartbreaking?
wait. Okay, I see what they're doing. So instead of the phases of grief, um, if they're going through the faces of grief. Okay, I see what they did.
Nothing wrong with your clock. Tonight we begin late. New Yorkers saved from that burning ship. They escaped from the deep blue sea to find the devil at home. We'll also have these eyewitness news stories.
This Jordache blimp took off with a publicity stunt today. It was up for about 2 minutes and then it crashed.
I'm John Slattery in Rockland County, where the prowl is on for food and water. Those doing the prowling are rats.
I'm Roger Sharp, and over some coffee, a part of Ted Kennedy's campaign day for Les Holzman.
A week has passed since the sheep saw her children for the last time. She can't believe it. It can't be. Can they really be gone? Can the little sheep children really be gone forever?
So real quick, just so I can get this thought. So it looks like they're a religious family based on like the cross and going to church and doing a more religious. It feels weird that her that the base it in religion doesn't help her in that sense. Cause like literally like the beginning like announce like the father going through everything and like going through kind of like the words of like passing. It's the thing with like especially Christianity, it's kind of like you will see them again. Um but it feels weird. Like I understand like you have an entire like remaining of your lifetime. Because I think she's still technically pretty young at this time. So, you know, going most of her life without kids that, you know, should outlive you. So I guess there's that. But I feel like her religion, um, it really should help a little bit with it.
Now she only has one of her children, the oldest of them all.
Oh, okay.
There has has to be a way to get them back. There has to.
I'm sorry. Go back. That was unsettling. Their looks here. I mean, they're always like the unsettling of the bunch. Man. Yeah, like they're elongated here. And it feels weird for her to like visualize them this way. Unless this is like their spirits hanging around. Oh, they have a little mad poster back here. I saw like there was like an Adam West Batman in his thing. Another thing is like his face looks very like kinda on point, but hers looks like she's after the accident. And we also got some paper pals. Oh, that was him in the shower.
I hate the war. I hate that we all do.
Okay. they hit it good. So like kind of going back, I recently not recently, but I reacted to Mandela Catalog, their more recent one, and I didn't care for it. I think like the beginning part where it was like a siren with fishermen, I was okay with that one. Well, that section, but like after that, that's one straight up sucked because it was like it was all it was like, hey, there's a giant group of friends of like Adam and Eve's, that some of them decide to check on Adam. Adam's full on, he's like straight up being a oh what an encounter. I'm trying to remember what they're called. But like the doppelgangers of those universes, he's like straight up in that. He's no longer like trying to play as human. Um, and like it got creepy for a few moments, but like that one just I think that was a bad episode. This one, it's like so like episode 1, classic. Episode 2, we're doing pretty good. We're getting into some of the lore. Episode 3, I really liked it, but yet it would like it. I see what they were like, why they don't care for it because it just like it over expand like explains itself. because like certain things like we've already seen, we need to like hop around some of it. We really don't do too much with Charles in that one, but like I think 3 was probably one of the better, but I don't think it's as classic as the first two. 4 Hotline and oh, I'm thinking of Pumpkin Rabbit stuff, but like they've been hitting it like geez, and like now like the horror elements are super strong in this one. I will say real quick the imagery of the wolf and like how he when he went to go touch the kids, it makes me think of the big bad wolf horror from Foxy Mations. That's what I really think, because I think they got inspiration from the Walten Files, and that's kind of why they were doing their animation style. But like, it felt very much like the big bad wolf, and how he like messes up people's faces, which I think they got from Bond originally.
Killed the one thing that meant the world to the sheep.
Oh, okay.
I'm home.
It's official. All of these are showing her body parts, because like in the second one it shows that Rose gets torn apart. Wait, is it the second one? Wait, no, I think either it's the second or the third one, but like it shows that like he like completely like uh dismembers Rose. So I'm guessing this is kind of like we're not going to get to see the actual death here, because we got to see Susan's death, but we did not get to see Rose's death. We're not going to be able to see Rose's death. We're going to see like I think because of how bad it is, they're going to be like here's a little hints, here's a little moments to kind of like in and out. One thing that I do agree with, though, with some of the communities, like they really want to hide Charles, because I feel like Charles, he's dead at this point. So it kind of feel like we jumped a little ahead. So I wonder why they're keeping Charles in such a like dark place, because it sounded like he is the most messed up in the face area, because he's like, I can't remember my face.
Rose? Anybody home?
She's in the art room.
What are you doing down there, sweetheart?
She's always in the art room.
Hey, is there something on your mind, princess? Sophie, you can talk to me about anything.
I don't want you to be mad at me.
Am I ever mad at you?
We're getting Sophie and
I
Jack.
guess I still don't understand why I can't feel the same way you and Mom feel about all this.
What do you mean?
Molly and Ed. I still don't feel anything about it. I know I'll never see them again, but I can't feel anything. like they're not even gone, just away. I feel selfish. They're my siblings, so what kind of person does that make me? Am I a bad person for thinking that?
Oh, Sophie.
I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're not a bad person, okay? You're not a bad person. Nobody can control their own feelings. It's not your fault, dear. That's just the way your minds work. Your thoughts don't make you a bad person.
Really?
Of
That was the bunny farm image on the
course,
painting.
really. Our minds just work in funny ways like that. It's nothing to worry about.
I wish you were here more. I miss you a lot, and it's sad when I'm alone here with Mom. Please don't tell her that. Why can't you just spend more time here? I don't want to be left alone again with Mom tomorrow.
Well, see what I can do. But why can't you stay here with Mom?
I love Mom, but sometimes she doesn't even... She doesn't feel like herself anymore. It scares me to see her this different.
What's going on right now, it can be scary. You have to understand, she's sick, Sophie. Ill. She isn't strong enough to deal with this.
And you are? That doesn't sound...
Yes, I am, Sophie. I can handle this. We keep living, and your mother has a little bit more trouble doing so. Grief, it's an illness. It makes it hard to live, hard to wake up. It hurts to even think. It
Are
makes
you
you wish-
hurting, Dad?
Of course not, Cricket. I'm strong. How else would I protect you and Mom? Like I'm supposed to.
That sounds like a lot to deal with.
I don't know if I like how Jack's kind of going about it, because it, like, obviously when he starts explaining grief, he is still dealing with it. And like I think he's one of those people, like, when he sits on it, he gets pretty, like, he spirals. But I think he can kind of live outside of it, which it's not good in this kind of situation, because he's ignoring his pain, he's ignoring the situation, so he's not going to be unpacking it properly. But this is kind of how you're meant to deal with it back then. I mean, you're still meant to deal with it now in this kind of simulator when you're a guy. It's just, you are the strong one. You cannot show weakness. You gotta, like, shut up, be the person that makes the money, go and get stuff done. You know, yes, you can feel sadness, but, like, the world keeps moving. You can't just get off of it. You can't get off the treadmill just because something happened. So it's I think it's the mentality of this era that's making him this way, but it's obviously getting to him a lot more than it's showing. Well, he's trying to show. He's putting on a face. He's putting on a strong face. That way, he can be the strong person right now. Because without him, there's no one to, like, be there for Sophie, because it looks like Rose is, like, she's dealing with it. And, like, I think she's one of those people that just, like, she's having a lot harder time to move on than most people would. Because it looks like she's starting to close herself off. I mean, the other issue I will say that these two are dealing with more than a normal parent in this situation would is they are dealing with it in a situation where their close family friend is the one who took their kids away, you know, and in such a horrible manner. Um, so it's just like it it's like understandable, but yet it feels weird what's happening. So it's kind of like it's a lot to unpack, and like you can't say this is why it is because everyone operates differently.
Hey, I made this for you.
What's this? Take care, Sophie. It's Jack hunting. He has a rabbit but shot another animal. Huh.
Oh, wow, Sophie, this is beautiful. Look, I gotta get going, kid. The grown-ups have to work, and the little girls should get their homework done.
I'm almost 14.
Yes, well, you'll always be my little girl.
What if it's my fault? What if what happened to them is because of me?
Wait. So Bond is hovering over this. You can kind of see the clouds of Ed and Molly in the background still. It says no bodies found. That's the lie, isn't it? So in 4, Charles and Susan say that they think he's lying about something. It obviously does like it's weird that like back then we didn't know what he would be lying about because it's just like so we know like everyone knows they're gone, but why is Felix sounding like he's lying? Um, because everyone knows he's drinking. That's not the thing that's lying about. It's because he didn't say that he and the fact that Rose said also that he's irresponsible. So obviously the drinking is in there. It's that he didn't tell them that he buried them. But that's why he threw stuff in the river. In episode 4, he also throws out a shoe and a backpack. He was covering his tracks by saying that they're in the river, isn't it? But is it saying that they crashed? Well, the thing is that makes no sense because they're gonna see that the car didn't go as far as the river. Okay, that's weird.
Had I been there for them, maybe the sheep would still have her family.
Yeah.
And maybe, just maybe, she would be happy again. What if I'm the wolf?
Wait.
They fell into the river. They fell into the river. They fell into the river.
Wait. Wait. Is she getting visions and getting communicated with while she's in this state? Is going crazy giving her extra, like, connection with supernatural? Because that's straight up saying, hey, we're in the rocket, animatronic. Hey, we're animatronics. Hey, worry about they fell in. I said it. They couldn't find the bodies because he made it sound like they fell in the river, which, you know, they can find the objects he threw in there. But, one, it's very hard to find bodies in bodies of water. And then two, also, you know, even if they found stuff, a lot of, like, evidence on that stuff is usually pretty, like, gone. And it's very hard to figure out.
Now it's all darkness.
Inside this line of work, Mrs. Walton, we have to come across...
I'm sorry. What does that hunting drawing have to do with anything? Because that's Jack in his study, pissed off, and he ripped that drawing up. Is that saying that, like, he... Is Bond a victim of his? Because that's the only thing I can think of right now. Because unless he's unless Sophie's putting the blame of the death of the kids on him, it feels weird. Because another thing with, like, the creator, he mentioned, I think it's Martin Walls. He did mention that Jack is a very good shot. And, like, if him and Felix got into it, he would probably kill Felix. So it's kind of like, is that just saying they didn't get into it, but he did end up killing somebody via hunting, which would mean there would be an extra victim before the Ed and Molly, which means Bond is a wandering spirit trying to look for revenge on probably both Felix and Jack.
some difficult cases. And those cases are even more difficult to disclose to their respective families. I understand you're probably in a state of shock, so I will try to repeat and resume it as clearly as possible so as to not make this bad experience any worse. This was about 1 day and 12 hours after Mr. Crankin went to the police station to report the accident. After a few hours of searching the forest inside and out, we headed to the river, and we found these. And Mr. Walten, if you could kindly pass the evidence to Rose, thank you. Is this your daughter's backpack? We found that same backpack in the river, as well as a shoe. This means that Kranken's story adds up.
Yep.
After the impact, the kids, most likely in a state of hysteria, ran into the dark and they fell into the river. Though we haven't found any bodies yet. I'm afraid to say there's probably no chance of them having survived given the circumstances. I'm sorry. We'll continue investigating, but if I were you, I'd take my time to process what's already been confirmed.
Yeah.
Here comes the hard part. The DA forces me to ask you. Are you going to press charges against Felix Kranken? No.
That's adding to the hunting or like shooting of Bond, because in a normal situation, no matter how close someone is, you would charge somebody with the death of your kids. So the fact that Jack is willing to let it go, and the other thing is the fact that Rose has done nothing against him and has taken notice of the drawing. I think she also knows what has happened. So
Well, it's just work as usual. I'm sure the opening will go smoothly. They seem to have everything under control. How's your day been? Rosie?
God, Jack. I miss them so much. I just want it to stop being so quiet. Does it ever go away?
Rose, of course it does. You know, it helps to think of this all as just one big uphill battle we have to overcome. Soon enough, we come out better, healthier.
How can you be so sure? Even after everything that has happened.
Because I know me. I know us. We'll pull through. You'll see.
but you've never lost kids before. So I think Jack is in a consistent state of denial, while Rosie is taking a very, very negative way about the phases. And like I think I see the faces too. Like every stage, she's either like the bloodshot, the anger, the like completely out of it, like, and then this one's kind of like a shock. The thing with Jack, the thing that did catch my attention is he said that they could move past, so that they're gonna be healthier and better. And most times when this conversation happens, usually you don't. The person is told uh, not all the way, because you're always gonna have something like this. Um, like it's kind of like a PTSD side effect where it's just like you would like if they lived past this point in time, they would never let Sophie out of their sight until she gets out of the house. Um, just because there's always that fear in the back of your head that another idiot's gonna take your kid away, or your own decisions are gonna do it. So they would definitely throw anything out of the way to be there with Sophie. After the loss of Ed and Molly, so it does feel weird that Jack's taking a high road here. Like, we'll be better.
Awesome, Sophie. Until then, we carry on. We endure and resist.
Our precious little angels.
Do you remember that stupid crocodile doll that Molly used to have? I remember when she lost it.
Manny?
Yeah, she wouldn't sleep. It was so annoyed. We were all awake for days.
That stupid doll. She wasn't able to sleep without it.
But then, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have Rocket.
Right. She was so fascinated. And she never had trouble sleeping again.
Yes, exactly. And she loved Rocket much more than that crocodile, right? I guess what I'm trying to say is you can always make something good out of a bad situation. Those little moments, hold on to them
Okay.
forever.
Okay. There we go. Finally, something good from Jack. But another thing I'm like noticing is that both daughters have a fascination with like having a plushie or something, because Sophie had the bear with her in most times, and now we're saying like there was a crocodile and now there's a rabbit. Yeah, he hunts. He's got a deer.
Good morning, Ed. Good morning, Molly.
Oh god.
Rise and shine, Cricket. I think Mr. Snow wants to say hello. Goodbye, Sophie.
Mr. Snow. Okay, so Walten Files 3, Bunny Farm. Mr. Snow is the bear-looking fun-time Freddy thing. And originally that was an OC from another creator from something else they made. And that was supposed to be written out. But now, having that bear be a teddy bear that got turned into an animatronic in her like violent emerging of memories makes so much more sense now. And I do like that context better than it just being some cameo. That makes so much sense. A like childhood like doll that she loved and adored becomes this like guide to the truth.
I'm heading out for a while. I just gotta take care of something small. Alright? Rose? Don't look at me like that.
Are you sure you can handle it?
Of course I can. It's nothing important. I'll be back soon. Say around 7.
Promise me you'll be back by 7.
Yes, fine. I promise. I'll be fine, Rose.
Why don't you stay here?
Well, it's rather important. Look, I'll be back as soon as I can. Alright?
Please.
Rose, we can't keep doing this. We have to move forward. Hey, it's time we start living again. It's gonna be alright. I promise. I won't be long, dear. Okay?
That's not good. So that's the day he went missing. And that's her head during the dismantling, I'm guessing.
Hello? Hello?
Rose. Rose, can you hear me? It's me, Rose.
Jack? Jack? Jack. Please come home. Jack, where are you?
I'm so scared that I need to hear your voice. Because... Oh God.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Rosemary.
I can't do it
I
alone.
just wanted to tell you that everything is gonna be okay, and that
Wait.
I love Sophie, and that
Please.
I love you.
Huh. Okay.
Chester, New York, are trying to identify 24 young victims of an early morning nightclub fire. 13 of the dead were men, 11 women. Fort Chester is located in a wealthy area on the New York-Connecticut border. An estimated 300 young people were in Gulliver's, a popular discotheque, when fire broke out in a men's clothing store next door. The leader of a run group playing at the club advised patrons to leave, but survivors say that thick smoke belched lights went out, causing the crowd to panic. All the victims died of smoke inhalation in a matter of minutes, or in some cases, seconds. All the victims died, smoke belched in, and the lights went out, causing the crowd to panic.
Oh, Rosemary Walten. That's one of her paintings.
All the victims died of smoke inhalation in a matter of minutes, or in some cases, seconds. The number of dead is estimated at about 30. Identification of the dead is difficult because some of the victims were under the legal drinking age of 18. Identification of the dead is difficult because some of the victims.
What's happening here?
Under the legal drinking age of 18 and carried false identification. Stories and reports on Ethiopia, Ellington, gays, and gasoline when we continue.
Quality. Quality food. Quality entertainment. Quality fun. Hi, I'm Felix Crankin, CEO of Bonds Burgers, and together with the Bonds Burgers family, we pridefully work in harmony to bring your family the best dining experience in Livingston County. With the most delicious food.
Sweetheart, are you awake? I'm sorry, Sophie. I killed them. Jack and Molly. I couldn't keep them safe. It's all because of me. Your mother is a killer. So
Okay, so Jack literally was the only way for her to grieve properly because, like, on the day that he went missing, he was like, she was obviously starting to feel better after their conversation at the car. She was trying to lean on him for that emotional support, and while yeah, like she was still in a state, but like she wanted him to be there just to comfort her enough to like basically finish up her process. But now that he's just gone and you have the most tragic way of leaving, which I don't even know. I have a feeling like the theory of him still being alive is now a possibility, because I wonder if he was told to like leave, or like I think maybe his mask had to fall and he had to leave because he couldn't be strong enough for them. I'm starting to wonder that.
I want to feel alive again. I want you to be happy. I'm sorry I can't be a good mother.
Hey, Rose, it's Laura. Listen, I heard what's happened to Jack. I mean, I know he's missing. I just... God, Rose, I really can't even imagine how you're feeling right now. I'm so sorry about all of this. But listen to me. You don't have to go through this alone, all right? I know it's been a while since we last spoke back at the funeral, and I'm sure you don't exactly think of me as the greatest sister in the world, but please just let me help you. There's people you can talk to. And Sophie, too. Maybe I could take care of Sophie for a bit. She could stay up here and help. Just know that you have people who care for you. It will get better. I promise. You don't deserve any...
This week, many in the Brighton community have issued a search party for Susan Woodings, who mysteriously vanished after leaving her apartment near Grand River Avenue.
Mom?
Police continues its undergoing investigation. 2 new missing reports related to a local burger business have been filed. Charles Brook, missing July 14th. 2 technicians for the company Bunny Smiles Incorporated.
Following these disappearances, residents of North 2nd Street reported classical music as well as car alarms in the late hours of the night. A sea of allegations and questions have flooded this establishment, which is rumored closed by the end of July, making the run of Bond Burgers very short-lived.
Okay, and how many guests will be joining us today? Alright, if I can just have you follow me.
Hey, are you okay? Rose, please, don't make this harder than it already is. You know you're not allowed in here anymore. Look, I didn't know he'd fire you, Rose. I really didn't. I'm so sorry, but please, let's try to avoid making another scene.
Another?
Okay, one, it's so nice to finally see Chris, because we only saw him in, like, Walten Files 2, and we heard about him in Hotline. He's basically kind of like your head employee, or, like, he's like your hiring manager. But, like, are you serious? Felix, not only do you get drunk, lose your wife, be a horrible husband or fiance and boyfriend and all that stuff, then you get your you get drunk, lose your best friend's 2 kids because of your stupidity, and then there's a high chance that if the whole Bond, or at least the body of Jack is in Bond, you looked sideways as your best friend was killed, and then let the wife, who has, like, lost her husband and her 2 kids, grieve without any I mean, she doesn't want to see you in particular because she wants to kill you, but then it's just like, now you're firing her? I mean, the only thing I can probably see is maybe she has declined in mental health so bad, or, like, she has gotten aggressive against him, which that I can understand for firing her, but, like, jeez.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean, another?
You've been coming in all week. And I don't mean to alarm you, but Mr. Krenkin has been talking about getting a restraining order. Please, I'm not here to hurt you, Rosemary. I just want to help.
You know, I designed them specifically with them in mind. But they'd think.
You don't have to face this alone, Rose.
You don't know what alone really means, do you? The world took everything from me and just left us behind and kept marching on. Sophie is all I have left. And I don't even know what to do with her anymore. I can't do anything but push her away and hurt her. So, some mother that makes me, huh?
Listen, I get that I could never even possibly understand what it is you're going through right now, but you are not a bad mother, Rose. All right? You're not. There are people you can talk to about all this, all right? It's a lot more common nowadays, therapy and all that. I know someone...
I don't deserve it, Chris. I don't deserve your compassion. I don't deserve help. This is my responsibility, not yours or some doctor's.
Rose, I don't think this way of thinking is doing you any favors.
I still paint. Did you know that? I've painted cars, trees,
Oh my
rabbits,
ears.
but most of all, I've painted blood.
This
over
isn't fun.
And over. I found myself painting blood. Jack is there. Sophie is there. And your boss.
Bond the Dancing Hare. Sophie wanted to name it Ringo, but I thought Bond sounded nicer for the restaurant name.
Look at that. Mon, huh? I like his little bow tie.
Obviously, it could use some work, but I hope the rest like it. I think this might be the one. I really do.
Oh, Rose, they'll love it.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna break this into a two-part. People on streaming, I'm gonna have to see you guys over on YouTube, SB Studios, for part 2. I'm just gonna have to make that for Thursday. So the VOD for part 1 will be showing technically tomorrow, today, whatever, and then I'll have to do part 2 Thursday. This way, it's already an hour, and the fact that I still have half of it to go, but I do need to get some sleep. I am sorry. I probably would have made it through all the way if I had gotten here on time, but like I said, stuff happens. I know this breaks it and makes it a little sad, but I think we can probably stream the other part tomorrow. So that way you guys can still see it and I'll be able to still see it. So technically, people on SB Studios, look out for another stream. Because by the time you see this, I'll probably be streaming or about to stream it. Because I'll have to get it ready for Thursday. And then I'll have to push for rewriting of season 4 of Miraculous next week. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.